Hello, hello, Facebook. Welcome to Live at 5 with Shawn. Come on in. Welcome to Live at 5 with Shawn. We're going to talk about what are secure credit cards. And this was asked by a viewer. So come on in. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, everyone. Let me go ahead and share this out. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. It's March the 6th already. Welcome to Live at 5 with Shawn. Let me go ahead and share this out in a few places. Hello, Nikki. Hey, how are you doing? Let me share this out. Let me share this out really quickly, and then we'll get started. Hello, Reese. Hey, how are you doing? How you doing? I loved your pictures that you posted today. You're beautiful forever, forever. And I was just talking about you, Reese, the other day, and Erica Williams had her finger waves in, and I was like, man, I remember I used to rock my finger waves, and even my passport has me when I have finger waves. So that is just crazy. Hey, Philip. Hey, how are you doing? Let me go ahead and share this out. We're going to Live at 5 with Shawn. Let me share this out really quickly to my money control group. So, and we get started. I think that is all that I need to share. Welcome to Live at 5 with Shawn. For those who are saying, who is Shawn? I am your personal financial coach, author, speaker, money control strategist, and a debt slayer. And I come Monday through Friday to give you ways to improve your money management skills in a way that you can get the debt monkey off your back so you can begin to live the life that you really dreamed of. I'm a firm believer that debt was never meant to be our lifetime partner, but with every dollar, every payment towards the debt, you can be debt free. I'm on this mission in Romans 13:8 that the only obligation I want to owe anybody is love. And so there's evidence that you can be debt free, but we got to do little things a little different, and we really got to be very intentional to every dollar that comes into our hand. And so what are secure credit cards? And so it was asked for a viewer. So I always ask each week, what type of budget questions do you want me to answer? Things like that pertaining to finances. And so I'm all about the B word. I'm all about the budget. And really making sure that we know how to master our money. Yes, credit is king, but I'm telling you something about having complete control of your money. It gives you financial freedom. And so what is a secure credit card? Or number one, why would you need a secure credit card? And so some people are getting secure credit cards is because, even they want to establish their credit, or, they don't have any credit. So now they need to establish their credit. And then, or if they had credit at one time and, they had some financial mishaps and life happens, things like that. Now they're trying to reestablish your credit. And so definitely I'm all about, budgeting. I'm all about that. I don't really like credit cards or anything like that, but we definitely need to have the credit for when the opportunity knocks, that we will have the opportunity to go ahead and get financing. And so we definitely want to have credit. If you've been following me for a long time, that you already know I'm very transparent with my finances. And so by budgeting, that my credit score is over the 800 just by budgeting. But it was some things that I had to do. I had to make sure that I pay my bills on time. That's 35% of your credit score. Creditors want to know is, can you pay your bills on time? And then the other 30% is your debt to income ratio, meaning that you got to get those debt monkeys off your back, and so you have to pay some of that debt back. And so that's why you can see some of the your score increase. But a secure card is only used if you need to establish credit, if you don't have any credit. So if you're young and you're like, man, I've been paying cash all these years, and so you need to establish credit, then that's something that you need to get a secure credit card or reestablish credit. So if like I said, if your credit score is low and you need to reestablish, then this is a secure credit card that you need to do. So what is a secure credit card? Hey, Caroline, how are you doing? The birthday month woman. And so what you need to do, or what you can do, is number one, shop around to find a bank. And what it is that you make a small deposit of maybe $300 to $500 that, you go to your local bank, or you just shop around. You're making a deposit of $300 to $500, and in return, they're going to give you a credit card right? They're going to give you a credit card, and then you can charge it up to the amount that you deposit. That means that when we talk about secure credit cards, that means that you're holding collateral, right? And so you don't have the credit. So what you got to use your own money. In other words, you have to use your own money to secure this credit card. But the thing about it is, and then I'm always going back to budgeting. Okay, where are you going to get the $300 to $500 back? Everything go back to budgeting. That's why I love Bud so much. Everything is going to go back to budgeting, because you said, okay, now I want to reestablish my credit. Now I want to, establish credit, but you still need money. And so how are you going to get the money? And so that's why it's very important that you make sure that you understand your budget, and you make understanding, can you even afford to get a secure credit card so you can even reestablish or establish their credit card, credit. And so we have to look around, but definitely this is something that you really have to shop around. You have to really shop around to really understand, okay, what it is that I need a secure credit. What type of secure credit cards do I need? You have to shop around, because what it should do, if you have the right secure credit card, right? The right secure credit card is what they do is report that to the credit bureaus. But then again, you have to ask the question, what credit bureaus are they going to report it to? Are they going to report it to, Experience, Equifax, and TransUnion? You have to make sure that you ask the question and shop around, then making sure that you get the right secure credit card for you. And so I'm not throwing out which ones to get, because I've never had to get a secure credit card. Thank you, Jesus. And I don't know why. I don't know, my credit was crazy. But anyway, right? It's just crazy. But you have to make sure you shop around. So again, a secure credit card is you actually finding a lending institution. It could be your bank, your credit union, but you have to deposit up to like $300 or $500 just to secure that credit card, and to secure that deposit, and then in return they give you a credit card. But my thing is this: where are you getting the $300 to $500? Where are you getting the $300 $500 if you don't have a budget? If you can barely pay your debt now, how are you going to take that money? That $300 to $500. So we have to be very strategic. We have to really sit down at the kitchen table and really come up with a plan. Okay, I know I want to pay off debt, but I also want to increase my credit. How am I doing it? And so this is where you're going to have to look in your budget and scale back, eliminate, right? Or just generate more income so that you can go ahead and get a secure credit card. But again, you have to shop around. I'm just telling you, shop around. And then when you shop around, you have to make sure that you read the fine print, because if you go like, hey, this institution, they said they're giving me a secure credit card, but look at the fine print. Is there application fees? Are there annual fees? Are they going to report it to your credit bureau as a secure credit card? Let me say it again, because now you're depositing money. In return, they're going to give you a credit card, right? Credit card. But how are they reporting on your credit report? And so you got to make sure you ask the question, is this reporting on my credit report as a secure credit card? Hey, Sparkle, that means that it's like a regular credit card that you didn't need to put any down deposit on it. And so just like a regular, let me see, Capital One card, American Express, cards like that, that's not secured. But we have to make sure that when we shop around that we ask the question. So yes, does it help to increase your credit score? Yes, if it's done the right way, if you get the right card and you make sure that you read the fine print. And so I'm not going to endorse any credit and any secure, but make sure, I just want you to really ask the questions. Ask the questions. Number one, if you have to seek to establish or to reestablish your credit, then and you need a secure credit card, then you have to sit down, number one, and ask yourself, where's this money coming from? Because they're going to require you to make a deposit, maybe $300 to $500. So where's that money coming from? What is that money coming from? What do you need to do to make sure that you have that, and making sure that you ask the question. I'm always talking, hey Desiree, hey Sparkle, I'm always talking about ask the question. There's no dumb question. The only dumb question is when you don't ask the question. And so ask the question. If it doesn't feel good in your spirit, or sit good in your spirit, then maybe that's not the right one for you. And making sure when you do shop around and you really seek this, that yes, you can get advice, you can get some suggestions from your girlfriend, your friends, your family, but make sure you seek advice, sound advice, from a person or an expert in the credit building industry. And I'm going to shout out to my biz, I just love her to death. death to life, not to death, but to life is Nativia Hurd, the frugal credit Nisa. She eats, breathe, love credit. And so, I would suggest somebody go there, like, what kind of cards do I need to secure a credit card? Because, even to rebuild credit, you still need money. No matter whatever you're trying to build, you have to invest. Any areas that you want to grow, you're gonna have to sow. That means you're gonna have to make an investment. And sometimes, we want these things, but these things are attached to a cost. It goes all about to budgeting. Can I afford to do XYZ? It goes all the way back to budgeting. That's why I love Bud so much, because it's like, okay, now that I need to build, I know she is awesome. I'm like, why I do this? Like, why I do like this for Black Panther? I don't even know where that came from, Desiree. But I'm saying, you guys, this question was asked for me by a viewer. What are secure credit cards and how do they help you? If you get the right one, and really ask the question. Again, I'm asking you, take some time. Where would you come up with the $500, to secure a credit card, right? Secure, where would you get the money from? $500 doesn't come easy. Where are you going to come if you can't pay, your regular credit, your credit card, or you can barely, keep the lights on, or you barely, living paycheck to paycheck? Maybe you might have to think about it and really look and dig in your budget, and maybe you have to scale back so you can go ahead and get that secure credit card. Again, shop around, ask the questions, read the fine print. Is there going to be an application fee? Is there going to be an annual fee? Once you get the secure card, this secure card, will it report to the credit bureau as an unsecured credit card? And so, you have to make sure that when we do these things, that we're doing it to help us and not to hinder us. And so I'm just making sure that you understand the secure credit card process, because we definitely want to have every positive thing reporting to our credit report. So when you go out there and get your secure credit card, even I don't care if you've been banking at that institution all your life, if it's not helping you to build your credit, right? If it's not building your credit, what's the point of getting a secure credit card? Again, making sure that secure credit card is reporting to the credit bureaus as a unsecured credit card, meaning that you didn't have to put any money down, you didn't have to put any credit collateral, because you definitely want to increase your credit score, because you want to have that when the opportunity knocks, right? Because I'm all about the budget word. I'm all about, hey, I ain't trying to do the credit card debt. I ain't trying to do that. But we definitely want to be in a position when the opportunity knocks that we don't have to get ready. We can already be ready. And so I'm definitely always monitoring my credit, because when something happens and I'm like, okay, then I need to go get financing, I don't want to have to wait and say, I got to get it together, or they're going to tell me, no, I can't do it. I want to have options. And so when we master our money, when we have that money control, when we really become conscious of our dollars, not that we don't spend, but we spend with intentions, and then it's more, and that's really financial freedom for me, because people are like, what's financial freedom for you being debt free? No, freedom to me is when I have options. When I have options, I can, hey, if I wanted to put it on credit, hey, I got the credit over there. If I need to pay with cash, I have cash over there. But we have to understand, when we're building, or you establish or reestablishing credit, that you do the right way, and making sure that you seek somebody. And I'm going to shout her name out again, is Nativia Hurd, the frugal credit Nessa, who eats and breathes and love, and she's an educator, and I love her to life. Is that she making sure that she's giving you the sound information, and sometimes you have to seek advice, seek counsel, seek mentorship, seek somebody who has experience, right? You want to have somebody that's been in the game for experience, and also has been through the fire, right? Really been through the fire, and has that experience, like long time experience. And so, we sometimes we think younger is better. And I'm not saying that because I'm young, right? I'm a hot, like 25 now, but really somebody has been in the game for a long period of time, that has longevity, has the experience, the ups and downs, and still running the game when we're trying to build our credit. So that's all I have, you guys. What are secure credit cards? This was asked for a viewer, and I just wanted you to understand that, it takes money. It takes money to rebuild your credit. It takes money to make money. And that's why budgeting is so important. When you sit down and you're looking at your numbers, you're looking at what you can and cannot afford to do. And people say, oh, budgeting doesn't work. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because if you don't know how to manage $50, how can you manage $5,000? And then how can you begin to build wealth? Because you need that foundation is your budget, right? You need that foundation so that you can go ahead and eliminate debt, so you can save. You take that saving and then you invest, and that's where you build wealth. You don't start building wealth from budgeting, not so, whatsoever. But that is the foundation, because you know what? Once you get that wealth and you sit there and you just say, okay, now I got all this money, and you start spending, because look, you still ain't checked in with Budge. You still didn't have a budget date now. All that money that you had up here, you know what? It's going to be gone, because you're not monitoring and you're not mastering your money anymore. So definitely, you guys, my calendar is open for March Madness. And definitely get on my calendar at bit.ly/chat with Shawn to go ahead and so we can master our money, that we can do, we can go ahead and get you a realistic budget, not something that you sit there like, oh, I budget. No, you didn't, because I know you missed something, because I can show you how to budget within a budget. But we have to make sure that we have complete control of our money. It's all about money control. It's really financial freedom. And once you master that and really understand, where your money is coming from, where is it going at, and how you can, control your needs and wants, that is financial freedom. That means that you don't have to stress about money. You know how to stretch your money and keep it moving So definitely get on my calendar for March. Definitely, if you have not grabbed your free gift, go ahead and go to bit.ly/financial toolkit 18. And what this is a checklist. It's a family financial emergency kit. Really is a checklist of what you need to make sure that you have your proper important documents in place. So meaning that something happens to you, that your loved ones do not have to be going through drawers and trying to figure out, where mom kept her birth certificate, where did mom, keep the deed to the house, and an assurance paper, everything. You have everything in a sound place, in a safe place, in a fireproof place, that if something happened to you, your loved ones will have all the information there for them to help you. So you want to help your family, help them by being prepared. And let me see what else. I think that's all I have for Live at 5. But definitely, you guys, if you want to do a secure credit card, go ahead. Make sure that you understand what it is, how it works, and which card works for you. Because everybody's finances is different. Your finances doesn't look like my finances don't look like yours. But we have to make sure that we shop around, we seek wise counsel, somebody who's been experienced, has been in the game, somebody has know what works and doesn't work for you. So you don't have to be second guessing, oh, does it work? No. But again, if you do a secure credit card, they're going to ask you to deposit $300 to $500. Do you have $305? Are you saving now? Yes, I have a living will. Yes, Nikki has a living will. And we have to have these conversations, not to be, taboo or something. My sister said something like that, because I was just talking about it last week about, my stuff that I want. And you guys, y'all couldn't say if I wasn't being frugal or cheap. I told my sister, I was like, yeah, when I pass away, you know what? I'm going to have an app. I'm not going to have, look, yeah, check this out before I sign off. I told my sister, she was like, that's just crazy. I told them that I was not going to have any. Yes, they want to help him. Yes, Caroline. I told them, I said I wasn't going to have any obituaries at, when I passed away. I said, what they're going to do is I'm going to give, I told them they're going to sign up on the email list, right? And then they're going to sign up, and we're going to send out a PDF. And so everybody has cell phone. I'm going to usher the church, because I know they got cell phones, right? And so what we're going to do is, on the day that I pass away, that they're going to have their phone, and they're going to read my obituary from the phone. It's going to be a PDF download. And so we're going to save money on some obituaries. For real, because I'm telling you, I'm an usher, and we clean up, and we be like, obituaries here, they cried about, I ain't get no obituary, and we pick it up and clean up the church. No, I'm having a PDF of my obituary. We're not spending no money on no PDF. I'm telling you. Keisha, I'm for real. I'm so serious. I got it written out. For real. I told my sister, like, no, we written in casket. No, I'm telling you. I'm like, we went in a casket. What I'm telling you. My sister was like, look, that's how the face. She just like, are you serious? I'm like, if it's written down, It's written down. It's then my thing like this. Like I tell you guys, we have to get prepared, and the only way we get prepared is by planning. Renegade, I'm telling you, Keisha Bass, I'm all that. But I'm telling you, y'all gonna get a PDF. Everybody gonna have their phone looking at this. And my sister started laughing, but then when I'm so convincing, sometimes she's like, you know what, that makes sense. Yes, it does make sense. I'm gonna have it written down. Why are we paying for paper? If I run my business online, why don't you think I'm gonna run my funeral service? All right, you guys. Right. So she was like, I'm telling you, I got a budget for that. She was like, for real? I was like, yeah, I even got a budget for that. Are you serious? No, really serious. Really? Damn. You're done, Nikki. I'm for real. I even got a budget for that. Like, come on, life is too short. But anyway, you guys, that was the question to the secure credit card. Make sure that you get the right one. Make sure you see Rise Council. And then if you need the $500, where's it coming from? Where is it coming from? And make a plan how you're going to generate the cover that costs. Again, don't forget to go to bit.ly/financial toolkit 18 and get your free gift. I'm going to keep this up there. I got some more free gift, but I just want to make sure that everybody has this in their household and really prepare. And there's some things that I have to update for my son. I only have one son. I have a 26-year-old millennial. You guys know it. And so I definitely don't want him to go through my undergarment drawer trying to find like where my banking institution. He don't even know what my credit union is. Half the stuff is up here in the link. It's up in the link. I think you might have got it. bit.ly/financial toolkit 18. And so, I want to make sure that he everything is good with mom. And so, you guys, I will talk to you guys same time tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live at 5 with Shawn. Thank y'all for coming in. Carlene, Ms. Keisha Bass. If y'all know, hold on, Ms. Keisha Bass is on here. So, moms, everybody, if y'all not followed Winning Women Network at noon Eastern Standard Time, definitely go hit hashtag WWWN and follow us at 12 noon. I'm telling you, it's a wealth of inspiration, motivation. You might say some ouch, you might say some amen, but that is a winning place. I'm telling you, this is my winning season. 2018 is going to be bigger, better, greater. This is my winning season. I know that everything that's attached to me wins. It might not look like it, but I'm going to declare it all the way to 2008, 2019. But definitely go to hashtag WWWN and listen to today's midday Facebook Live. All you have to do is go in the browser, hit hashtag WWN. Make sure you like that page. Make sure you follow it. I'm telling you, it is some awesome leaders in that group. And definitely hear today's message again today. Hey, Jeff. Hey, XL. Love you to pieces. Nikki, Miss Dawn. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, Nisi. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Sharon's on here. Hey, Tracy, Desiree, Sparkle. Hey, Roz. Hey, Randy. Randy is another financial coach who does taxes and financial services that I just love her to life. And She's out the DMV, and I actually had an opportunity to fly to the DMV in January of this year to meet with her and to have, break bread and all that good stuff. So Randy's on here. Hey, Mr. Gray. Hey, Reese. I think that's all. So you guys, I will see you back tomorrow live at 5 with Shawn. Bye.